Let us discuss some wrong usages we have in making sentences. By the end of this video, we have to convert those wrong usages into right usages. Let us start with the word discuss. Discuss should not be followed by about. For instance, we are discussing about that issue is wrong. We are discussing that issue is right. So don't use about after the word discuss. Let us step into preposition in sentences. Let us start with the preposition of time. If you are going to use a preposition in front of a year, you have to use in. For example, I joined this company in 2017. I joined the school in the year 2014. That is how you have to use in front of a year. Now moving on to months, you have to use in again. For instance, I was born in July. I joined this job in February. Now moving on to the next one, we have days. What do we have to use before days? It is on. We have to use on before any given day. For example, on Monday, on Independence Day, on Republic Day, whatever the day might be, you have to use the preposition on before it. Moving on to sessions, we have to make use of different prepositions for different sessions. It is in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. Remember friends, we have to use at before night. As we are in prepositions, let us see which preposition we have to use for duration. If the starting time is mentioned, we have to use since. For example, I have been teaching you grammar since 10 a.m. I have been watching this television show since this morning. That is how you have to use. But when the starting time and the ending time is mentioned, you have to make use of from and till. For example, I have been waiting here from 2 p.m. till 3 p.m. If you say, I have been waiting here from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., that is wrong, because from and to are used when we talk about distance or travel. For example, I am traveling from Chennai to Madurai. Next week, I will be going from Madurai to Coimbatore. That is how you have to use from and to. Now, I told you there are few cases in sentences where you have only the main verb or the helping verb or both main verb and helping verb. And I told you, you have to bring the helping verb before the subject to make the sentence into a question. Now, what shall we do if there is no helping verb? For example, Hari plays cricket. Here, plays is main verb. There is no helping verb. What shall we do? We have to split the main verb into helping verb and main verb. Let me tell you how you can do it. You can split plays into does plus play because we do all the actions. So plays is split into does plus play. You can split play into do plus play. You can split played into did plus play. In that previous example, Hari plays cricket. So you have to split plays into does plus play. Hari does play cricket. Now, does is a helping verb. Bring does before Hari. Does Hari play cricket? That is how you can make an yes or no question. Since we have covered questions now, I would like to suggest some questions that you can use in your classroom. We have this habit of saying, may I come in, ma'am? If you have this habit, you are right. If you have the habit of saying, shall I come in? That is wrong. May is a polite way of putting things. So make use of may when you request something from someone. For instance, may I sit here? May I take a seat? May I come in? May I drink water? Since we are on the subject of drinking water, there is a word called quench which you can use. May I quench my thirst? Since we are in the subject of water, we can make use of this word slurp. What is slurp? Slurp is the sound that is produced when you sip tea or water with noise. Slurp is a verb which you can use when you make noise while drinking something. Then we have something called dust the board. We have used this rub the board, which is old. We should go with dust the board. That is a better usage. Then what is the difference between nap and doze? Nap is a kind of sleep that we do take in the daytime, but doze is something that we do on the spot. Becoming unconscious for some time is called a doze. When we were reading, we suddenly doze off. Our eyes closes for a minute and then we open it. That is called dozing off. Slacking off is a word which talks about doing nothing. If you idly sit without doing anything, you are slacking off. Let us make sure that we use all these words in our day-to-day conversation so that these words and sentences will stick on to us in our practice. Thank you, friends.
Go back to your home screen, click on Library.
Watch this coyote.
146 libros. ¡Hey!
The sooner we can make sure someone's confident in their reading skills, then we've made an impact that will significantly make their life better.
Our students want to read. Our students love reading. We just needed to provide the tools for them so they can access these books.
The great thing about Myon is that it's for all.
It's like a library that I can take home and use it every day.
Even though we have a library, it's not necessarily set up to meet the reading level of every single child.
It's the personalized literacy component that's been a game changer since day one. When you think about grade level appropriateness and of course to their interest level, students are doing the tasks you ask them to do, but they're doing it with a text that they're interested in.
Why don't you take your highlighter?
There's a lot of visuals, they can hear the audio, they can even use dictionaries within the program.
Amoeba.
It recommends books based on their interests, so they can quickly find something that they want to read.
You can have just a fluency program or you can just have a comprehension program, but Myon allows you to use all of those all in one.
My low kids love it. They love it. And I'm seeing them read more than I ever have.
I love watching a child's eyes light up when they find that just right book.
Every threshold that we set, whether it's number of books, number of words, we blew thresholds out of the water.
You can pull reports, you can see what they're reading, how long they're reading, how many books they are opening, how many books they are finishing.
The data speaks for itself. We're talking about literacy through literacy. Plain and simple. So we measure reading by reading.
There is nothing easier or more tangible for a community to come around. You can see kids engaged in it, teachers engaged in it. It's one of the easiest collective impact initiatives that we've been a part of.
That's the magic, the Myon magic, I call it.
Subscribe to our channel for fun facts, lessons on English, and tips for public speaking.